What's going on, everybody? Dogman Dan here, Warframe, and talk about the Prisma Obex. I know I don't do a lot of setups anymore, but I thought I would showcase this one to you, give you guys a chance to take a look at it. If you haven't thought about building it this way, I think you may actually really like it. So, the Prisma Obex versus the regular Obex, and of course, I think most people know that I like the regular Obex, and I've played that for quite a number of years, especially when we had our clan melee event. This was the melee weapon that I won with. You can see the difference here. The attack speed on the Prisma Obex is bigger, and there is status chance. Okay, so now you've got the Prisma Obex that can do critical and status at the same time. A rarity amongst rarities. So, over here, let's talk about a couple different things before I actually go ahead and show you how I've got it finalized. Zero forma. For me, I don't need any forma the way I've set up. You'll see in a minute why. Okay, so first off, Brutal Tide is your stance mod. Okay, it's nice, it's good, it's fast, it's fun. Works. Then you would go ahead and on the typical thing, if you didn't have Prime mods, obviously you just add your regular mods, but in this case I've got Prime mods, so I'm going to add my Prime Pressure Point, increasing everything a little bit here, and I'm going to add Prime Fury, okay, increasing my speed. And these are pretty much, you get your regular Pressure Point, regular Fury mod if you don't have them in Primed, and those are pretty much your you must have type of things. And then the other one that I say you pretty much always have now is Spoiled Strike, because with Prime Fury, Spoiled Strike, the 20% attack speed loss is negated with Prime Fury. So I'm at a 167, and we're doing just fine right here. Okay, so these are your must-have mods at all times, right? Now, under your traditional, let's just say we're going to go ahead and what most people would probably do, you could swap out Prime Fury per Berserker, or you could leave Prime Fury on and add Berserker. But so let's just say we'd go Critical Chance, right? So that increases the 40%. Let me just see here. Bear with me because this isn't what I do most often. Finding the... Where are you? Where are you? Organ Shatter. There it is. We had our multiplier. Okay. And then we would go ahead and add in, where are they? They're all the way up front, aren't they? Let's say we add in our Berserker, even more speed up there, right? So, and then we'd add in our Blood Rush. Okay, we would add in, let me just take Berserker off because we know what Berserker does. So there we'd add in our Blood Rush, and we would add in our body count. Okay, so that increased combo duration for 12 seconds on there. And of course, doing it this way, you're going to immediately need to add Forma, correct? But you're going to get your critical chance increase, and that's all you're going to get. You're going to be able to do critical chance. That's it. There's nothing else you can do here. Removing, and let's starting over again. So, removing and let's starting over again. Wow. I can't speak. So let's go ahead. We're Brutal Tide, of course. Okay. Now we come back over. I guess everything's at the end. No. No. Let's just do this. Lovely. There we go. Okay, so then we come back over and we add our standard ones that we need. So we have our Prime Fury, right? We have our Prime Pressure Point. We go ahead and add in our Spoiled Strike for the addition damage, if you will. And everything's back. Now, you want to go ahead and you want to bring up your status chance, yeah? Okay, so obviously you're going to do your dual stat mods. So let's just, for giggles and shits here, we got our Frost. We got our Volcanic Edge for our Blast. Put our Virulent Scourge and a Voltaic Strike on there. Okay, that gets me my 100% status chance and leaves me room for one mod. So in this case, we're going with status. So let's do Weeping Wounds. How's that sound? So 45% status chance stacks with the multiplier. So we increase our status. Well, I guess we can't really increase our status chance. We don't need to because we're already at 100%. So we're always going to stat. This one you can maybe double stat. No, you don't need to do that. So you take that back off of there. So then you could go ahead and say, well, you know what? I got space. Let me put True Steel on. So now I've got a 40% critical, 100% status chance, and decent numbers. And it would work. It would work just fine. Except you're not able to hold that combo counter very long. So you're kind of screwing yourself here. Where, yeah, I got critical chance. Yeah, I got status chance. I've got decent numbers. But I can't hold my combo counter long enough to actually build up anything that's worthwhile. Right? Okay. So let's go ahead and remove all. Clear that out. And let's go ahead and look at the way that I am running this. This is a mixed build. Works perfectly because you can hold your combo counter in here. And I'm not even sure that most people would even thought about this. I did because it's just the way I am. Others may have. I don't know. A lot of people tend to forget things. It happens. Brutal Tide. It's just the way to go. I mean, you could use the other stance to Grim Fury if you want to, but whatever. We're going Brutal Tide. Okay? Again, going with the must-haves, and in this case, my Prime Fury is 2 from the top. I mean, I could max it out, but 45% for me right now is just fine. So I'm going with my Prime Pressure Point, my Prime Fury. I'm going with my Spoiled Strike. Okay? There's my base. Okay, so now let me do this a little bit backwards here. I'm going to go with my Volcanic Edge. I'm going to go Voltaic Strike with Virulent Scourge. It's going to give me an 84% status chance. Leaves me 2 spots for mods. Now, we can do stacks, so we could stack Weeping Wounds if we wanted to. We could stack Body Count on here, or Blood Rush on here as well. Body Count, well, we need something like Body Count on here, right? But no, that's not what we're gonna do. There's your standard. Let's come all the way back over here. So yeah, you want to get Blood Rush on here, and if you've got it maxed out, awesome. Okay, right now I'm at 120% critical chance. Stacks with the multiplier. Well, I'm not going to add Body Count because one, that requires me to add Forma, and I'm not one to really put much Forma ever into melee weapons. But I want to be able to actually make this work. So, the only other option, and this is going to really be helpful. Ready? Drifting Contact. Nobody ever freaking remembers Drifting Contact. Increase your combo duration counter by 10 seconds with a 40% status chance increase. Gives me a 96% status chance. I've got 10-second increase instead of 12. Okay, so 12. I'm using half of the cost of this mod. It's a 5 instead of a 9. So now I've got a combo counter. My combo counter, obviously, I've got good status chance. So I'm going to get that status going over and over. It's basically 100. Let's call it basically 100%, people. Let's be honest. Let's not look at the exact figures here, okay? In terms of, oh, it's 96%, so 100%. Dude, the way you're going to hit with Brutal Tide and the speed you're getting from your Prime Fury, you're going to proc all the time. But on top of that, because your combo counter is going to go and go and go, and let me tell you, I've gotten some really great numbers just sitting on top of Ambulus and just beating the shit out of them. Now I've got my Blood Rush on top of that, and those red crits just start blowing in. Just start blowing in as you keep hitting the shit out of them. And when you get to those high-level Ambuluses, oh, good God, you just yeah, whatever. So there we go. That's the setup. There it is. It's nothing too special. Your numbers aren't, like, insane. But you're getting heat damage. You're getting corrosive, of course. You've got impact. The Prisma Obex having that ground slam. That's a phenomenal ground slam. It even takes out air targets. Okay, it knocks them down. Works great on pretty much everything. That electric status, if you will, that comes out of that. And you're getting the critical. You got it all, best of everything. You want to change stuff around? Sure, you don't want to use Spoil Strike, but you want the extra base damage. You're going to take this anywhere you go. This is going to be your new favorite weapon. Don't concentrate on the numbers per se. Concentrate on what the effectiveness of Blood Rush is going to do in your red crits, of course, because everybody wants their red crits. The fact that you're just about 100% on your status chance, you're going to get your stats proccing from whatever you use on there, and your Drifting Contact is increasing your combo for half the price of blood count or body count. Wow, I can't speak. Body count. You're doing it all in one. It's an all-in-one setup. It's that simple. I'll catch you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.